Hello everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I'm going to be presenting to you my top 5 protagonists of the Elder Scrolls. This list was suggested to me by Brian Sanders, so thanks for watching my videos, dude. Please note that I am not ranking the games, merely the protagonists of them, and who knows how awesome the Elder Scrolls 6's protagonist will be when it finally comes out. Up at number 5, I have chosen the Apprentice from Battlespire. Born in the Third Era, the Apprentice placed second in a competition to determine the next pupils of the Battlespire, an imperial training center for mages. On the day of their final test, Mehrunes Dagon invaded the Battlespire at the command of Jagar Tharn. The Apprentice's partner was then captured by the Daedra, so they set out through the levels of Oblivion to rescue them and escape back to Tamriel. 4. The Hero of ChakaWhat from Oblivion. They were a prisoner within the Imperial dungeons, whom Uriel Septim VII had been seeing in his dreams. Their cell was used as an escape route by the Blades to escort the Emperor to safety, and the hero accompanied them until the Emperor met his fate at the end of a blade. The hero was then tasked of finding the last heir to the throne wielding the Amulet of Kings. The hero saved the survivors of ChakaWhat by delving into Oblivion and closing the gates. They then found Martin Septim, and together the two closed shut the jaws of Oblivion. They also gathered the relics of the Crusader for the Knights of the Nine, and finally entered Sheogorath's realm, the Shivering Isles, to stop the Daedric forces of order and then become the Mad God themselves. 3. The Last Dragonborn from Skyrim. In dragon language, they're known as the Dovahkiin, one who was born with a dragon's soul in a mortal body. They could command the way of the voice and had the ability to shout. Scheduled for execution by the hands of the Imperial Legion, they were unwittingly rescued by the dragon, Alduin, who set Helgen ablaze. They then fled to Whiterun, where they fought with a dragon and absorbed its soul. Summoned by the Greybeards of High Hrothgar, they were trained in the way of the voice and found by one of the remaining blades, Delphine. They searched for the Elder Scrolls for keys into the past, then finally found their way to Sovngarde to face Alduin once and for all. They then traveled to the Isle of Solstheim to face off the first Dragonborn, Mirek, and became a servant of Hermaeus Mora. 2. The Nerevarine from Morrowind. They were an incarnation of Indoril Nerevar sent to Nirn by Azura to carry out their prophecy. They started out as a prisoner aboard an imperial vessel alongside Jib, Pre-Saint. Sent by Uriel VII to probe whether they were truly the Nerevarine, they were then sent on many tasks by the Blade's spy master Caius Cosades to investigate the Nerevarine cult and the Ashlanders. Believed by the Ashlander tribes to be the destroyer of the Tribunal in Dagoth-Ur, the Nerevarine was finally recognized after receiving Azura's blessing in the Cavern of the Incarnate. They then became the Hrodadur of the Great Houses and took down Dagoth-Ur in his wretched 6th house. Freed of the prophecy, the last that was heard of them, they were on an expedition to Akavir. And for number 1, I have chosen Cyrus the Restless from Redguard. Now, I don't use this word to describe a lot of people, but Cyrus is straight up swagger. He was a Redguard rebel and a pirate during the Second Era and lived on the island of Stros M'Kai. He was in search of his sister Azara, who had gone missing after he killed her husband. He seeked the help from Imperial Commander Emil Reichten, who then betrayed Cyrus and had the assassin Dram throw him in the dungeons. Escaping, he negotiated with the Restless League to see what they knew. He then traveled into Clavicus Vile's realm in order to free his sister. Recovering the soul gem of Prince Ator from the slowed Nagasta, Cyrus, Azara, his mother, and the Restless League then tried to resurrect Prince Ator. Though at first they thought they had failed, Ator had actually decided to enchant Cyrus's sword, and then saved his life after a legendary duel with Commander Reichten. I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!
Do you believe in kissing honey? You bet I do. Well, I believe in kissing honey when the moon is new.